What's up, everybody? It's Grill54 coming at you once again. Wanted to make another video and kind of elaborate on something I talked about last night, which was the whole dumpster diving bullshit that's been going on. Uh, I kind of wanted to focus more on that in this video. Last night I made one, and I kind of discussed like two evils, and with the dumpster diving being the greater of two evils, and the YouTube creativity was just kind of like an add-on. I should have made a separate video and elaborated more on the dumpster diving, because it just, I don't know, it seems like it would have been more of a, I guess, a more popular thing to just talk about like the whole dumpster diving incident bullshit. I just, like, I don't know how other states work, but I know in the state of Kentucky, as long as there's no, there's no fence around it, or there's no locked gate or a latched gate, then it's fair game. And I need to actually go and look and see what the other states are, because I think the guy that got in trouble, like, because he's not the first, but he's the first one that it actually went big, because he was a friend of a popular YouTuber. And like, it's been going on for a while, and I think it's plain stupid, because a lot of the things I have found in dumpsters were very much usable. It's like the cases that you see stacked up over there, those are like dumpster dive finds. I mean, there's the sealed Connect game over there. I mean, I found other sealed games. I have actually found, it's over there in my stack of games somewhere, but I found Project Spark, which I think at the time was a promotional game, but I found it still sealed in the dumpster. And I actually found an empty case for it that had a code for like 30 days of Xbox Live or something for free, because I think it was just like a promotional thing. But I mean, it's ridiculous what GameStop throws away, and then as soon as people start getting that stuff out of the dumpsters and start selling it, at flea markets or here or there, selling it to your friend or give it to your friend, it's like as soon as people start making money off of that trash, GameStop wants to get involved, like all these other major companies out there. These major, multi-million and even some billion-dollar corporations, that wouldn't miss the dollar or two that you're gonna make off that game you found in the dumpster, or the dollar for like 50 cases that you might sell that you found in the dumpster. And that's another thing that irritates me too about GameStop, is the fact that, like, with the shoot, I keep pointing the wrong way, I'm sorry. Like with the Nintendo DS's, that's the majority of what I find. Is like the stack right there, you can see all the black. Dang, I can't get this finger working. All these black, all the black right here, plus the little box, which I also found in the dumpster, is like a Fallout mystery box, whatever. It's full of DS cases. Like, that is the majority of what I find. And I've noticed, if you go to GameStop, which I'm sure, if you frequent GameStop, then you've noticed this too. Like, all they have are the display cases that have the cartridge inside of it. Like, it has them all individually packaged inside of this little thing, so you can look at them all. But all the cases are gone, which they're in the dumpster. I found most of them, and it seems to me like you go on eBay and you'll see that a complete in-box game on the DS is worth more than just the cart. I don't know why. It's just a collector's thing. And it seems to me like every single time there's an opportunity for extra money to be made, GameStop wants to put a stop to it, monopolize it, get their noses in it, and spread it apart. They want to get rid of, well, it's worth more complete in box, or it's worth more sealed in the box, whatever. It's like they want to kill it. It's like before, I, I can't tell you how many years ago it was when they started doing this, but I remember when GameStop, at one point, you would buy a used game and it wouldn't come in its original case. And what they were doing is they were taking and field destroying all of these cases for these games, and they were creating, they had their own cases created, which I actually heard a rumor that there were PlayStation 2 cases that had been melted down and remade into GameStop's own cases. I don't know if that's true or not, but they were taking and they were making their own sleeve art for it, destroying the old art and putting GameStop, you know, branding it as a GameStop game. And like, to me, that's complete bullshit, because, you know, when people are collecting, they want this. They want the, you know what I mean? They want the box itself. They want the case. They want the manual. They want the map that came with it. They want the disc itself, which that manual is a piece of junk. But anyway, they want this. This is what, to most people, you put it on the shelf and people see it, and that's what makes it worth money. That's what makes it not really worth money, but more just worth looking at, instead of getting a case and it's just that's it, that's the case, and that's what you get. Or getting a case that says GameStop all over it, and it's like some cheap little plastic piece of shit. And to me, that's just like, it's like they were trying to kill collecting, and it seems like that's what they're doing now. Like, they're trying to kill the collectors that are going out here and looking for complete in-box stuff to sell. It's like they're trying to kill the value on it so that they can have a monopoly once again. And to me, I can't really tell with GameStop, because like, it seems like every time they come up negative, you know, like with negative comments from people, it's like all of a sudden they have really great sales going on when that happens. So it's kind of like they're trying to take away from it. But to me, that's what it seems like they're doing. It seems like they're literally trying to kill collectors, and I don't understand why they would want to do that. It's like with the retro thing, they won't buy from you directly, but when you buy a game from GameStop and it's retro, which is, by retro I mean, you know, NES, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64, PlayStation, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, you know, all the old stuff. It never comes in the box. It never comes complete. You never get a manual. You never get any of the items that come with it. You can buy, like, I think it was the collector's edition Dino Crisis. You can buy the game itself, but it doesn't come with the gun. There's no option to have the gun. No manual, no case, nothing. It's just all, like, incomplete. At least from what I've heard. I've never bought personally, but from everybody I've heard. And also I've heard that you don't even know what condition it's going to be in. It could be used. It could be like new. It could basically almost be not working. But that's just what I've heard. Like I said, I've never personally bought from GameStop, which I wouldn't, because they want to sell a cart for Turtles in Time for the same price that they would sell it if it was complete in box. Like, you go to the flea market or you go to a retro game store and they have it complete in box. The price that they have set for that, which I believe it's in the $50 to $60 range, maybe it might be higher now. It was fluctuating a while back, but I know, like, not in the box, I think it was around 30 or 40 at the time. But they were wanting to sell it for what it is, complete in box with manual and everything. And like, to me, once again, that just seems like it's fucking bullshit. Like, they want to be the people that supply you with your collection, but it's not complete, and they just want to take away the value from it being complete in box, and they want to take away from the collectability of it, because, you know, a lot of people, yeah, people will buy carts only to collect, but you don't see people clamoring for it like you do, like I said, Turtles in Time. You know, a lot of people, it's rare, and a lot of people want it complete in box. They want to be able to sit it on the shelf, and when friends and family, you know, people, acquaintances come over, you can be like, yeah, this is my collection, and they see that and they're like, oh, it's cool, it's hard to find. You know, it's like, it's just like I can't get the word out. It's just like, it's a way to show off. You know, it's like, hey, you know, I got this, I found it in the box, and GameStop wants to take that away, which they want to take away. It says power to the players, but they literally just want to fuck the players over and make as much money as possible in the process. But anyways, guys, that's been my rant again for the day. It's kind of like a part 2 to yesterday's without the... I'll do another video on the YouTube creativity thing, because I'm miffed at YouTube at the moment too, but right now this seemed more important. But anyways, if you like yesterday's and like today's, if you want to see more videos like this, you know, just click like or subscribe, whatever. You don't have to subscribe. I mean, it doesn't bother me. It's just, like, I noticed I got quite a few more views on yesterday's or last night's video than I have in a long time, and that was just me talking about something that pisses me off, and that was dumpster divers getting fucked because GameStop wants to start pressing charges for stupid shit. Because people are starting to realize, they're starting to wake up to the fact that GameStop is fucking them over. And excuse my language, it pisses me off because I've been, I'm 23 years old. I've been a gamer since, 95, 96, 97, something like that. My first system was, I did have an Atari. I wasn't alive when it was out new, but I did have an Atari. But I remember the first system I had that I actually remembered was a Super Nintendo. We had an NES, but I don't remember that at all. But I had a Super Nintendo, that's what I remember, and I used to play the shit out of it. And ever since then, I had everything from Super Nintendo to a Sega Genesis. I had a Game Gear, Game Boy Pocket and Color, and then Game Boy Advance. I never got to own a GameCube. I own one now, but I didn't get to in my childhood. I had a PlayStation, a PS1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. I've even had a PS4 before I got rid of it. I didn't have an original Xbox in my childhood, but I bought one recently. It was the Halo Edition original Xbox. I've got an Xbox One, 360. I mean, you name it. I played it. Dreamcast. I love my fucking Dreamcast. But it just pisses me off that all this stuff that I grew up playing, like GameStop wants to control the collectability of it, like your collections. Like they want to kill off being, it being collectible so that they can have the stuff that we want and they can sell it to us and be like, it's not complete, it's not worth this to us when we buy it from you, but when we sell it to you, we want to charge you for what this guy would have sold it to you for, complete in box, pristine condition, and it's a rare game. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna hop off here. Thanks for listening. Peace out. See you later.